Hey Libra, welcome back to your weekly Tarology report here at Peony Lore. This is from February the 12th through the 18th for the sun, the moon, and the rising sign of our Libra gang. So I am a Libra sun, if you didn't know that. We have some big things that are taking place this week, very specifically because Mama Venus is moving out of Capricorn on Friday, and she's going to move into Aquarius. So because there's no main planets in our sign right now as far as Libra, in the planetary system between the fourth, most of the fifth house, okay? You're still being encouraged to bring in pleasurable things from that fifth house, joy and manifestation and all the other things that you want to be able to accomplish. And then by the time we get a little bit later into this week, and specifically for us more into the next week, it'll be more fourth house. So you're going to want to put the energy of what is it that I want to experience, and then you'll start to transition that and stake that into whatever you have going on within your own home spaces. Okay. Pineal activation, awakening the pineal gland. This is the second time that this has come out. I don't even remember who the other one was because I didn't write it down specifically. However, there are some activations that are going to be taking place for Libra. Of course, you guys know we were born psychic. We're not the only ones, but we were born psychic. And there's going to be another level of activation. Now, very rarely do I talk about the sequence of coding, but they're very specifically wanting me to point out that some of you, if you are a seer in some ways, you're actually going to start seeing coding in a different way than you've been seeing your information coming in. Otherwise, the pineal gland being cleansed, cleared, decalcified, things of that nature, as long as you're taking care of those things from a health perspective, there's going to be some different activations, and so your awareness is really going to pop off. Now, if you're watching the daily transits, I did talk today the energy of what took place here Monday at 2 o'clock in the morning. We had a huge conjunction between the moon in Pisces and then Neptune in Pisces. And so you are being triggered and activated this week, very specifically with your cosmic antennas getting a little bit of an upgrade and a cleansing going on. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to track your ruling planet Venus for all the different things that are going on. And of course, if you know your sun, your moon, and your rising, and you take a look at all of those readings and or the planetary positions at that time, you're going to be able to have a very full update about what the planetary systems are activating you to do this week, and then your opportunity and ability to make any of those transitions work for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the 7 cards down, 1 card for every single day this week. I will go into as much astrology information as I can with each of the different cards, and then of course I'm going to go into the different meanings of the signs with each of the different cards. My goal is to try to make sure that you are receiving as much information as you possibly can. Of course, it's going to be this way on Thursday, so that you can get a full picture. Let's hit the cards for Friday, or excuse me, Saturn Day. Ooh, doubles. And then let's get the card for Sunday. And then I'll adjust the cards on the table so that you can see everything. Alrighty, come on. Whoop, we have, whoa, wow, okay, yes and yes. So this is going to be a very interesting week. No way, but okay. My friends, I'm tripping out here because Virgo actually had the same card in the same position, bottom of the deck, and I shuffle crazily in between each of the different readings as I'm cleansing to make sure that that's all fresh energy. However, I'm not really surprised. The context of the conversation for a lot of us is going to be shifting again because of the nature of where Venus is going into the sign of Aquarius. A lot of cards on the table. I'm doing my very best to make sure that you guys can see everything. So let's just talk about it. 2 of Swords on Monday. In the reverse position means that you have made a decision, but let's talk about the bottom of the deck here. This Ace of Swords, using your mind and your tongue also in an appropriate way. Be mindful of your speech. Be mindful of your communication with people this week. Double-edged sword is the Ace of Swords. Yes, it's a gift. So are you going to very cleanly slice something down, or are you going to poke it and stab it to death? That's basically the action. But there's a finite decision that's being made here on Monday in some way, shape, or form. I do believe that this is having a lot of energy with what's going on in Aquarius already. The Two of Swords happens to be the energy of you, Libra, okay? So you are making a very strong decision about something this week, by the time you go to bed here on Monday. Tuesday's energy with the Seven of Rods or Seven of Wands, depending upon how you learned the terminology, is letting you know that there is something that you can... I don't want to use the word boundaries, but I guess that's the word that I'm going to use. You can sort of soften up a little bit on something, okay? Some sort of action, whether you've taken it or are going to take it. There is not necessarily the energy of somebody coming for you. This is more about you being in the energy of you releasing or allowing something to appear and soften up in a different way. Wednesday's energy with the White Knight of the entire deck is the Knight of Cups. We like the Knight of Cups. This means that there is an approach of a beautiful message of an emotional support type of a system, whether it's you giving somebody an appreciation or some love, or somebody approaching you. But this is messaging coming in that's going to support you from a perspective of emotional support, healing, moving past something that's been a little bit challenging for you. And so we love him. Okay, we love him. We love him very much. When we get to the energy of Thursday, we have the Hierophant. Now, on Thursday, we will fully be in the energy of the moon, switching into Taurus. This is going to open up new thought processes when it comes to how communication in all things second house are going to be ruled. And of course, Mama Venus rules you and baby brother Taurus. So that's very much here. Now, if you have a Taurus in your life, or you have Taurus very heavy in your chart, you may want to take a look at those readings as well. But when the Hierophant comes out, we are looking towards commitment of some way, shape, value. It can have things to do with higher institution. It can have things to do with employment. It can have things to do with just making strong decisions. But this is also a blessing card that comes from the universe as well. So be paying attention to where your thoughts are going, and what it is that you've manifested and what it is that you're going for. Make sure. Now, again, specifically, you don't have any planets that are showing up in the 4th or the 5th house, but you are going to take a look at what's going on within your opposing planet, always and forever, amen, is Aries. And so we have this moon in Aries energy that's taking place here, putting a lot of emphasis on what it is that we need to do with that Chiron aspect for internal healing, giving yourself ease and grace, but acknowledging the next thing that needs to be handled. And this is one of the reasons. When we get here towards Friday's energy, okay, we have the moon in Taurus, okay, and the energy about this one here is also Taurus energy. So this is Taurus, and so is the Five of Pentacles. This Taurus energy is, what is it that I need to do in order to maintain something that's physical? Now, it can be resources as far as finances are concerned, but sometimes that Five of Pentacles means that you need to listen to someone in counsel. So if these two individuals would have gone inside this building, church, synagogue, whatever the case may be, they would have received the counseling and the support. So this is not the time to be thinking about shoulda, woulda, coulda. This is the time to be taking counsel for someone, because some of you guys are carrying energy that is no longer suitable for you as a potential. This Nine of Swords energy that comes in here, if you take counsel from spiritual resources, and it doesn't have to be church, I mean, whatever spiritual means to you in a sense, if it's causing you upset, if it's causing you stress, if it's causing you anxiety, if you go in, then you will release that anxiety. This is the Four of Swords energy that is here, okay? And so when the Four of Swords is in the reversed position, you would have received the downloads, the upgrades, the conversation, the counsel that it is that you require, and now you are ready to move forward because now you understand the information that you are integrating at that particular moment, right? So I love the Four of Swords energy in the reverse. This also, Libra, is you. 2, 3, and 4 of Swords is Libra energy, the balance about where things are at. Wherein the Nine of Swords is the Aquarius card that comes in with this huge thoughts energy. We did talk about Mama Venus moving into Aquarius, and that is going to create this sense of detachment. And it's going to highlight some things that are unusual within different relationships. Period. End of discussion. That's what it's going to do. But relationships don't have to just be committed relationships. They can be relationships in business or any other main, sort of configuration. Let's move over to Saturn Day, where we have the energy of the moon. The moon on Saturday technically is moving into Gemini. So you do have support here, Libra, within the different air pockets, the air signs that are coming in this entire week. And that is a beautiful thing. The moon in Gemini is asking us to be adaptable. The moon in Gemini is asking us to open ourselves to be a little bit more flexible, which is right up your alley as far as trying to be balanced. And so the moon energy is trying to share with you also in that adaptability options that are available to you with this Seven of Cups energy that we have here. The moon energy can be considered Cancer, or it can also be considered Neptune. And so when we get towards this energy, we do have Neptune, Pisces is going to be having a square with Saturn on this particular day, which is exactly the energy of coming up with all these options and being adaptable with new concepts and other things that are going to be put into your awareness on this particular day. It's literally lining up the way that it's supposed to. You are going to have some good opportunities with what Venus wants to be able to do also, and where Pluto is also placing itself on this day for expansion of change, and you feeling comfortable with those change. Does this mean that you're confused? Well, it can be, but what I always tell people is that all of these options are available to you now. Just take one cup, start with one, and then go to the next one. So this also, even though it does look like there's clouds behind there, this isn't always negative. This is that our many options are being presented to you. Maybe you just rotate the cups a little bit, right? Play a little bit of something, and you pull one down, and then you take another option. If you haven't been doing something, now's the opportunity, according to the universe, for you to try to start to do something new, which is gorgeous and lovely. Then we get towards this energy of Sunday. Three of Pentacles in the sideways position, the King of Cups in reverse, but then we have Justice on top. Of course, you coming into your own reading here. So by the end of the day, bottom line, net, Justice, you are going to be a little bit more balanced in any of the activities. But let's look at this. So this Three of Pentacles energy that we have sitting here is Capricorn. So this is work value energy, all right? Apprenticeship, opportunities for learning, opportunities for doing new projects, doing something new, right? Again, fifth house energy, pleasurable things that you want in manifestation. That King of Cups energy in the reverse position, my friends, is Piscean energy. That is Neptune. That is why we talk about this stuff, so that you can pay attention to it. Are still going to have a square that develops on this day. Now, the best thing about the King of Cups when he's in the upright is he's handling all the emotional shifts and changes and things that are going on with whatever this happens to be. And he's in the reverse position, things might be a little catawampus, but then Justice comes in, okay? And so what this is saying is, anywhere that you, specifically Libra, have particularly had some concerns with this three-legged stool, this Three of Pentacles, this learning opportunity moment, projects, any of those different things that you're dealing with another person, specifically, is going to work itself out by this week. So again, paying attention towards how are you saying it. The universe is going to be making you aware of some things this week. What are you doing with that information? I love this. So we're going to go into the clarifiers here. This is a perfect time for me to remind you that if you are looking for a personal healing or a reading or chart information, or even if it wants to be this one, crystals that I have available on my website for purchase, then you can take a look at the description box, and it will take you directly to my website, and it will show you how to book in with me, and then you can shop if that's what you're looking to do. Four of Pentacles on the Two of Swords, heart chakra. What are you paying attention to? What have you made a decision to do with the resources that you have available towards yourself? What is it that you need to pay attention to if you haven't been, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be popping off this day by the time you get to the evening on Monday. The energy of the Five of Swords in reverse, beautiful, on Tuesday, is allowing you to remove yourselves from any negative thought processes that you would have had about yourself. Also, letting go of negative conversations that potentially you may have created. You said something. It might have been a little bit harsh, so there's this opportunity for you to come in and release those energies, because again, they no longer are yours to be dealing with, or that needs to be adjusted. So the 5 is that Gemini energy, adaptability, again showing itself up. Knight of Cups energy, Pluto comes in, so the Judgment card. You need to face the fact that this week, Libra, there could be a potential that Pluto and all of the different changes, especially when we have multiple conjunctions on, well, every day seems to be some sort of big conjunction, but especially when we get to the energy of Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, you could feel a little bit off when it comes towards this clearing energy. I would say if you are approached, or if you need to approach somebody, let's start it this way. If you are approached by someone that wants to offer you something, do not dismiss it, okay? The Judgment card, when it's in the upright position, is beautiful because it means you're being ready to accept the different opportunities that are there. When it's in the reverse position, it does mean that you can have closed off thought processes and you have this unwillingness to yield, or this unwillingness to move, or even receive this cup. So I would say that if someone approaches you, don't dismiss it, okay? If you need to approach somebody, however, be prepared that they might kind of like hands out just a little bit. So be mindful that that's sort of the energy that you will be facing, that Pluto energy, that death energy, that transformative quality that needs to take place. On this particular day, there is going to be a square on Wednesday that is very specifically going on with the moon in no, I'm sorry, this is Wednesday. There is going to be there's going to be a square with the moon in Taurus and Pluto in Aquarius. So it's a square. It's like there's this tension that's going on. There also happens to be a square with Mars with Aquarius on this day. And then there's a conjunction with the moon in Taurus and Jupiter in Taurus on this day. So I can understand that there could be a little bit of hesitation, but don't dismiss it, okay? You don't have to accept anything right away, but just be prepared that there is information that's coming towards you. Let's look very specifically at Thursday's energy when we have some other fun things that are going on in the universe. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Again, Taurus moon, Taurus moon, Taurus moon. So let's see what we've got going on with this Taurus moon, this exalted position of all things finance related, or physical, tangible, touchable things related. It doesn't have, going back in, they said, it doesn't have to just be resources. It is the way that we acquire our resources. So work, school, anything that's official in your life could be highlighted on this day. Let's see what else we have going on here. What does Libra have going on with this Taurus Hierophant, please? Ooh, we have a few. Okie dokie, I like it a lot. That 3 of Swords energy, that is you, Libra. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, I like this, and the 5 of Swords, I like this. There is this energy of you letting go. Mercury is calling you out here, because the High Priestess is Mercury. So there is something that you need to pay attention to, and if I was to do it like this, then the High Priestess is looking at this 3 of Swords in the reverse position, meaning that we're clearing, cleansing, and letting something go from our thought processes, or even our speech patterns that maybe wasn't in the highest and best good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, this is a huge progression for our Libras this upcoming week. Let's focus on this 5 of Pentacles as the main energy here with these 2 clarifiers that we've got going on Friday, when Mama Venus rolls out. And then we have also the moon energy rolling into Gemini, this detachment, this adaptation that needs to take place for our Libras on this day. Well, looky. Not only do we have, we have 3 cards. I didn't even see that. Holy buckets. 2 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and 2 of Swords. My goodness. whatever it is that you are contemplating, thinking about specifically here on Monday is related to what it is that we've got going on here on this upcoming Friday. 3 of Cups is joy. It is celebration also. We have the 2 of Wands energy, which is saying there is this new choice and this development that is coming in. So again, if you go in and you listen, if you seek counsel, or if you're giving counseling to somebody, okay, you are going to help somebody learn something different that they didn't know about, which is going to open up these new options. Now, when the 2 of Wands comes in, universe doesn't care if you go left or you right, because either way, they've provided an out. They've provided a way that you can move forward. They're giving you clear directions towards happiness, union, collaboration. And then that 2 of Swords is just, again, indicating this is you, Libra. You will come to a decision about some things, but when you are changing your mindset about something, when you're changing the way that you're moving with that 2 of Wands energy, that leads up to sort of this, okay, now that we've got your attention, we're going to show you a couple of other different things. To me, this is not crossroads, but you may not have enough information by the time you get to this point in order to make a final decision, so that clarifies that. But let's look at the Saturday energy of the moon and this 7 of Cups energy. 7 of Cups energy, very specifically a Scorpio energy. The 3 of Cups energy that we do have here is Cancerian energy. And then as we're looking at the energy of what's taking place, the 2 of Wands is Aries. So just wanted to make sure I gave you those pieces of information. And remember that Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars just did its big change over here. We have the Hangman in the reverse position one more time. Neptune showing up very hot and heavy. Just like the 4 of Swords here, Neptune in the reverse position means that you have received the upgrades, the downloads, all of the other integration pieces that you need from a spiritual perspective, and you are ready to move forward with that energy. So there is a support system that's coming. Let's also take a look at the 7 of Cups, very specifically for this Saturday energy for Libra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There it is. 8 of Pentacles. So there is this information that's going to be shared with you about what is going on, particularly with resources, money matters, financial things, continuing to work on projects, collaborations with other people. So yeah, I think this is very, very good. If okay, so now they're giving me another scenario to talk about for some people. Some of you are going to be adding a second income option to yourselves. So some of you are going to start side hustles and projects. Some of you guys are going to be doing something with a second source income coming up very, very quickly. This is what Spirit is trying to articulate here for you. Some of you might have been calling this in already with that 3 of Pentacles. Again, this is the energy of apprenticeship. Coming together, building something together with somebody else. So side hustles, projects, things of that nature coming in. Let's see what we have going on here on Sunday. I do like that 8 of Pentacles though, because what it means is that the energy that you put into it, 100% you're getting out of that. So again, do not dismiss anything on this particular day. If you are approached, you don't have to make a decision right away, but do not dismiss it. Hold it in, marinate, meditate, all those fun things. Sunday energy for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There's the energy of the 6 of Pentacles, which is balance, which means that there's more coming. It's a bonus type of a situation. We do have the 9 of Wands energy with this King of Cups in reverse. It may not be something that you feel you can handle, but the 9 of Wands energy is the energy of take a break, take a breath, take a moment, take a tea, take a time out. You've done all these other 8 projects behind you before, these series of lessons. Spirit is working with you on this 9th one. And then the Justice card comes out for you. That is you. What do we have on the Justice card? What we have on the Justice card is the Leo strength energy. And we also have the Hierophant coming out here as far as commitment. So again, some of you guys are going to be taking, you got to be shitting me. Again, this is the same scenario that showed up here with our Virgo. So you could have Virgo very, very heavy in your chart. This could be significant for you to go take a look at that Virgo reading as well. There is a commitment. And Spirit is saying with this Leo energy on top of Justice, you do have the strength to do whatever this option is. Okay. This second group of individuals coming in, you are going to be able to handle that. And at the same time, this is something that is going to be for your highest and best good. So they want you to realize that whatever this option or opportunity is that's coming towards you this week, please pay attention. It is for you. It is not for anybody else. It's going to be different for every person, of course, because what your needs are going to be based upon your thoughts and pleasures. Again, in the 5th house of joy, which is Leo ruled, okay? That is what Leo is about. 5th house, expressing yourself, your personal freedoms, the way that you want to move, but also victory. So there's lots of blessing energy that is in here this week for you, Libra. Whew. Okay. It is going to be good. Let's go into your energy cards. We will pull a numerology card. We'll pull an angel card. Also, we'll pull a dragon card. And then I will go into more depth and detail about the pineal activation for you. Okay, here we go. So the energy card for Libra this week specifically is... Dun, 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 money, 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 honey. Look at that. Resources, your door to value. There's some sort of a gift. There's some sort of a thing that is for you. I've already told you. So Spirit is very, very much trying to get your attention about an alternative, an addition, a swift change, which is blessed. Multiple ways from Sunday here from the universe for you. Door to value. You are worthy. There is an adventure that needs to be taken this week. The energy of 55. Be ready for this change that comes up this week, okay? Don't resist it immediately. Hold it. Think about it. Marinate on it, okay? This sense of adventure that's coming up is how you need to think about this swift change that wants to come into your direction this week. The angel card for our Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, 12th through the 18th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mama Venus, what do you want to tell us? Power and intention. Wow. So power and intention is Scorpio energy. So your power in accepting this different information is what is going to assist you this week. This is something that you've wanted. This is something that you've called in. These sideways cards, again, if you're new to my channel, already tell me that this is the energy that you are continuing to work through as you're bringing it into this week. So there's new opportunities and increased resources and revenue from some sort of a official position. And again, you're coming out on top with it this week. I love it. Power and intention. Be mindful with your words this week. Okay? Say what you got to say, but do it with some ease and grace. All right? Now, the dragon card for our Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising this week. Ooh, we have two, so we're going to take them. The air dragon, of course. The air and water dragon. We're going to start with this one. This is talking to you about connecting to higher frequencies. Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reminders that this is what it is that's required for you to do. Trust your intuition. This is also going to assist you in developing your abilities, especially with that pineal gland activation, to be open to alignment and express what it is that you are here to do. And then the golden solar dragon is helping you to stand within your masculine power of doing, right? So receiving divine feminine, divine masculine, the energy of doing. So this is what they're trying to give you. You are going to be able to balance that out. I love this reading. It's also talking about your DNA being reprogrammed and light codes. Hello. Literally what I said, your light codes, your DNA codes being reactivated and recalibrated for very many of you to become an inspirational leader within your power and in your intention. So if you are looking to do a side hustle, side gig, or you're changing the style or the way that you're doing something within your business, or adding to it, the universe wants to assist you. This is a huge blessing energy for my Libras this week. All right, let's go into the back of the book and let's give you a little bit more information about what we're talking about with this Master Energy card. 555 showing up here very, very strongly, my friends. This is it. This is the week where you are going to start getting that assistance if you've been feeling a little bit sluggish and slow. All right, the pineal gland. I awaken my pineal gland to strengthen and enable its full potential to stimulate my clairvoyant abilities. So it's not only just the way that you see, but there is multiple ways that people use their clairvoyant gifts, okay? How you see is going to be different based on different people. It does produce melatonin, and that's a hormone that will affect your sleep and your sleep patterns. FYI, heads up, okay? Just saying. yeah, we have a lot of things that are going on. The ebb and the flow of what's taking place. When your pineal activation is targeted, triggered, and worked on, it helps you to develop and advance the ability to accurately make better judgments, okay? And to be able to perceive reality in an advanced level. It's going to help you to keep both sides of the brain simultaneously balanced, your divine feminine, your divine masculine here, so that you can retain and recall information better as well, okay? The crystal suggestions are going to be Herkimer diamond, selenite, amethyst, capped quartz, nirvana quartz, phenacite. Ooh, that's powerful. And if you are a shaman, if you're on the shamanic journey or you practice shamanism, think of owl and snake medicine as the contributors that can support you with this. My pleasure to give you this information this week, fellow Libras. Of course, Sun, Moon, and Rising are going to give you a better picture if you're looking at it from this format. You can also click the description box below, and you can get a personal one-to-one reading with me should you want to do that, or shop the crystals that I have on my website. Many blessings, guys. We will talk to you soon. Bye!